Okay everyone, just for you, I'm going to show you how I leveled my Anycubic i3 Mega to get this bed level test done right. And I did all these to do it. Okay, so first of all, I just want to go through some of the suggestions that were given on the site under my post. The first thing is the video about these rods, these different holders being bent downwards or upwards, where the guy takes a wrench and he bends them up and down in order to lift or lower the rods. That's not the problem. The second thing was about the actual glass plate being bent or curved. It's glass, it's flat, it's not bent. I'll go through what I did down here under the white carriage build plate, because as you can see, that's not the original plate. Here's the original plate, and it sucks. I have another piece of aluminum coming. I'll show you this when I take apart the printer. Yes, I'm going to take apart my perfectly level printer just for you guys. I have a piece of 775 aluminum. I'll put some links in here to the metal supermarket where they describe the different types of aluminum plate. This is a 5025 aluminum plate, which is a little softer than the 7075. I got a phone call today. My plate is in. I pick it up on Thursday. So here we are in my kitchen. You're probably wondering why we're in the kitchen. Well, because this is a glass stove. And it's the biggest surface that I have that's glass and flat, so I can show you what's wrong with this printer. I didn't want to put it on a table or something like that and have somebody say, hey, well, the table's warped. When I got my Anycubic a while ago, this is the first thing I noticed. When I put it on the table, I was so excited to set it up, and then this happened. See this? This printer wobbles. So it was bothering me that it was wobbling. I know that one of these legs wasn't right. So that's when I had to go and get this and put it under the screw. I'll show you that in a sec. This is the foot of the Anycubic. I had to take this washer and I had to put it on here and then put it underneath. The washer's in place now, and no more wobbly printer. But that told me something. It told me that this side of my printer was high. And if you look at the back of my printer when I got it, there is a big dent right there. So after I fixed the foot wobbly issue, I could not get this printer to level. I did everything to try and get it level. I could only eventually get it level by taking this build plate, which goes like this, and bending it. Now, with my printer, this adjustment screw would always go to the tightest, the one in the back would always go to the loosest, and these things were in the middle somewhere. So I had to take the back of this corner and bend it down, and this one and bend it up. And then I started noticing that my ultra base had started separating from the aluminum heater. And that was because it was warping the ultra base. And if you'd look at the bottom of when it was installed, this Y carriage plate would like be warped. This thing is not hard enough. And it's only got one bearing over here and two over here. I've got another linear bearing coming. My 7075 aluminum plate is going to have 4 bearings. Okay, so now let's take my perfectly level printer apart just for you guys to show you what was wrong. So my thought was that the printer is actually not level. So the next thing I did was take a level. Now, it doesn't matter that the printer is not level. It just, both of these have to be level. So this is a magnetic level, and you can see where it's at. It's just a hint tilting to the back. So if I tilt it more, you can see the bubble move. If I put it over here on this one, the bubble is a little more this way than this one. So the only way to get this bubble to move backwards is to lower this post. Now, people have said other things about bending the rods and everything. There's nothing wrong with my rods. My rods are perfectly straight and they're not binding like in that other video where they're bouncing up and down. None of that's happening. It's just that this mount here is higher than this mount. So when the bed was moving along, when it traveled, it would travel up like this over here and then back down. And that's why I could never get this thing level. So what I did now was take this and I started lowering this down. Now, this isn't going to be secure. I intend to open the whole thing up, go underneath here, and put two pieces of like rubber washers under there that squish down. So it'll be kind of like a compression spring so I can move this up and down. Either that or I'm going to take this bed totally apart, all the guts out, and bend the heck out of it. So now that's about right. So these two rods are level. They're not level according to the world, but they're level according to each other. All right? The next thing I did was get rid of this thing. It's just too soft, and it was bending on the corners when I tried to level it. I think it's also because of these two big holes here. My plates are not going to have any holes. Plus, I'm going to have two bearings on this side when I get my next plate. The next thing I did was get rid of these. Those are the springs that come with the bed. They are pretty darn stiff. Then I tried these springs, which actually came out of a set of louvered blinds, the pins that go in the side to keep the blinds in for my mom's house. And I took the pins out and the springs popped out, so I tried to use those. But they were too small. So I bought myself a big old bag of springs, 101 springs. We have a local place called Princess Auto. That's where I got these from. I found these springs in there. So you can see the difference that they are longer. Than these and these. But they are not as tight. They're very squishy. So not really squishy, but squishy enough. So I replaced these springs. Okay, so here's my new bed. A piece of 5025 aluminum. I drilled this with a hand drill myself. I just got two corners done right. I took the old build plate, stuck it on top like this. I put two bolts in either side of here. I had center punched all the holes, but putting the old build plate on top of the new build plate gave me the pilot holes to drill all the new holes. And that's how I got this. My next plate's going to be made by a machinist, nice and straight. So that's basically it. That's what I did to fix this. I made sure that this rod here is level with this rod. I lowered this bracket by just adjusting these screws. I got myself a nice new piece of aluminum for the Y carriage, and I changed the springs. And all those things allow me to level this printer. If you want to continue watching, I'll put it all back together, and then you can see me print a nice bed level test. And here it is, everyone, just back together. This is straight level with a piece of just plain old paper, and this is the results I get. Kind of amazing, just by lowering that one bracket and changing the Y carriage. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody. This might not be your problem, it's my problem with this particular printer. So I hope it helps somebody figure out why their Anycubic doesn't level out. Thanks, guys. I forgot to mention one thing. If you don't have one of these, get one of these. This is a plastic razor blade, and it saves you from getting these thin little things underneath your fingernails and getting hurt. But it won't scratch your Anycubic bed.